We got y'all busting, you know what I'm saying? We about to get started. What up, YT? Y'all already know y'all tune in with the BIG. And it's Winter Wednesday. So we about to talk that talk today. It's Winter Wednesday. I kind of want to help you guys shift your identity on how you're looking at money. Today we're going to talk about, you know, the mindset around giving our money out, right? Giving it to people, giving it to things, and the deep down subconscious thoughts that we have and how they shape and impact receiving our money back. And we're just gonna talk a little bit, right? We're a little bit late, just a tad bit, not much, right? So we're just gonna jump right in and get started. So shout out to everybody in the Discord, man. Give it up on TikTok. Okay. Shout out everybody on the Discord. We're on day 22. We're on day 22 of the 90-day, okay, 5K challenge. And to be on the other side of this challenge, honestly, it's bittersweet a little bit. Um, Only because I've been getting so much gems, I've been getting so much energy just tailored around shifting the identity, shifting the beliefs of the psychology of how I think of money. And the more I dive deeper into just elevating and graduating myself from these things, it's like, man, like, when you start really shifting and you start seeing the change, it feels so good, bro. And it's like that's why I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you guys today because it never was the issue of me having money, bro. Like that was never the issue. Okay. And a lot of people in the collective, you guys don't have that issue, right? You guys come into a lot of money. You guys come into a lot of money. And the only thing that sets you aside from the 99% and the 1% club is just that how when you get the money, how do you feel? How do you operate? Do you operate from a survival mind state when you're giving it out, when you're investing it into something that's of value to you, you know? And I think more people need to kind of just think about that, right? How do you feel when you go into the grocery store? Is it always, dang, these prices are high? Excuse me, these prices are high. Is it when you go to the gas station, oh man, the gas is too high? Because listen here, regardless of prices, price still has to be paid. And when you learn that a price still has to be paid when you have money and you have to give it out, you start to realize, like, okay, I got it. I got the money. I am the money. But what a lot of people don't realize is money is currency. So it has to continuously flow. So regardless if you get money and you hold on tight to it, listen, let me tell y'all something. Nothing that's yours, you have to hold on tight to. Let me say that again. Nothing that's yours, you have to hold on tight to. Simple. And if you have to hold on to money so tight, you don't have it. So I want to talk to you guys just about like how we subconsciously the beliefs underneath when we go to distribute our money out. Okay. So one thing I really would give you guys if I had to give myself at the beginning of my journey and owning my business, if I had to give myself some advice, if it's something that I could have took, right? What up, y'all in the chat on YT, man? I see y'all today. Uni in the chat. What up, Uni? Okay. If I had to give myself some advice at the beginning of my journey where I touched so much money and I blew it, what I would tell myself is the way that you're looking at how you have to spend it is what's hindering you. You always need a great outlet to where you can invest your money into so that it can continuously overflow in your life. See, abundance is abundant in everything, not just simple things or specific things. Does it make sense, chat? Because I want y'all to hear me when I say, like, the way that when you distribute your money out, the small belief system that you have when you do that is the reason why you can't be open to money coming back because you want to hold on to it so tight. And I'm not saying live above your means, but what I am saying is if you want to see more money in your frequency, you have to be willing to spend that shit. Simple. Simple. I'm not saying that like, the song itself, like a lot of people had backlash with that song, but it's like When you spend money, you make more money because you're allowing money to understand that you're comfortable with it and you're not worried about it coming back. See, I'm at a point in my life right now where it's like, okay, when it comes to dishing out money, hey, that's what CEOs do. Simple. That's what people with businesses do. And the reason why we talk a lot about identity around money is because how you look at money and how you connect with money is very important. If you have a negative attachment to money, you're going to have a negative attachment to receiving it. Does that make sense, chat? And this is why I teach so much on identity because your belief system or what somebody told you would literally be having you stuck and stagnant. Okay. So when we talk about having those outlets, we're talking about, we know the subconscious tells us what we truly believe. So it's important to work in your subconscious every day because it's like, if you allow the negative subconscious thoughts to overload you, that subconscious gonna sound like, I want to spend this money, but big, I don't even got it right now. What you mean you don't got it? Huh? What you mean you don't got the money? The money's sitting in your hands. You just don't want to spend it. So the healthy subconscious, one that has been critiqued, one that has been poured into, one that is constantly seeking to elevate, will find room within thyself to be okay with letting things go. And let me tell y'all, like when we talk about rags to riches, it's not just about the money because you live a whole life from rags to riches. So we're talking about even going deeper into relationships. A lot of people can't walk away from people because they feel like they lack. Watch this now. They feel like they lack the opportunity to receive someone else. And it's not saying give up on what you already have going on. What it's saying is if you love a thing, you love it enough to let it go and let it fly because you know, right? You personally know if it's meant to be, it will be, it will come back. So it's important that on your journey, when you're building better relationships with yourself, you have to find a compatible avenue to receive and exchange money through. So if that even looks like your bills and you know that that's compatible because that's something that brings value to you, like a roof over your head. What up, uni? Right? Instead of looking at like, oh, I gotta pay these bills, realize that yo, if you don't pay the bills, you don't have something in your life that you believe that you need. So a lot of people believe that they need a roof over their head, they need a bed to get in, they need groceries to have. So I want you to ask yourself today, like, well, why, if we know that these things bring value to our life, why are we so adamant and so frustrated when we have to pour into the areas of value that we need? And that's what started to sit me aside from a lot of different people because I started realizing, like, hold on, I'm getting upset that I got a car and I gotta put gas in it. But I was just walking a couple months and I was mad that I was walking with no car. Walk with me today, y'all. Can we talk that talk in the chat? I just want y'all to catch these gems. Feel me? I don't care if y'all double tap the screen. I don't even care about all that shit no more. Because I really want y'all to understand that your relationship with money can shift. If you shift, 919 on the time. But you gotta be willing to let it go. Money can come back, y'all. It's not a drought. Money is always circling in the universe. You're always going into places where money is within. Okay. You're always going to places where money is generating. So if we know that money is always generating around us, why do we have the mindset that we're in lack of it? But like I told y'all, it even goes deeper into how we look at money, even goes deeper to how we look at relationships with our people. People be so worried about holding on to people so super tight that you suffocate it and don't even realize it. What's up? We got Jess in the chat. Okay. Give it up for Uni in the chat. I like when you're honest. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. I like when you're honest, you know what I'm saying? Because honesty breeds purpose. Simple. Honesty breeds purpose because if you're willing to be honest with yourself, then you're willing to walk the journey. Simple. I'm 26 years old, bro, and I work for myself. I can travel wherever I want to go. I can do whatever I want to do. But in order to make that happen, I had to shift, y'all. It's simple. Y'all gotta stop holding you gotta stop holding yourself hostage to the way people taught you money should be looked at. Okay. So remember, the next time that you go to invest your money, the next time that you go to make an compatible exchange for something that is of value to you, when you go to kick off that bread, I want you to start thinking like a boss. I want you to start thinking like, yo, even though I'm about to kick this bread out, it's gonna come back to me because I'm pouring it into something that is valuable to me. So even if you're paying bills, I want you to start realizing that, okay, having a house or having a roof over my head is valuable to me. So it's something that I'm gonna pour into, investing into me. You get it. You gotta invest in yourself. And it's that simple. But if every time that you have to invest in yourself, you get upset or you get frustrated, the universe hears that and brings you more of that. Like it's that simple, y'all. You want more money? Talk about money in a more positive way. Because guess what? Ask yourself. When I talk about it goes back to relationships, ask yourself, what friend gonna want you to be around if you always talking bad about it, but you claim you love it, but you claim that it's value of you. Imagine I sat here and I just talk shit about y'all all this whole live stream. Y'all be like, what the hell? Y'all gonna be looking at me like, what the fuck? Huh? What you got on? So imagine how like money don't have ears, but it has frequency. And when you speak out of frequency. If you're in the Discord, man, if you're not in the Discord, y'all missing out. If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. Because I literally just gave them a gem. So I dive deeper into what Quiet on the Creek really means. If you ain't gonna see that, man, y'all better get in the chat. Y'all better get in the Discord. Because that's what we do the heavy lifting at. Because a lot of people don't even realize what that means. That's a term from when people go fishing. So quiet on the creek really means like, yo, if you don't be calm, you won't seek the fruits of your rewards. And the reason why they say be quiet on the creek is because fish swim underwater. So they feel frequency. If you stumping all around and you trying to, you trying to bait the fish, why would the fish come if all it hears is doo, 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 doo. They can feel that ripple in that water. So when you speak, it's kind of the same thing. Although fish may not hear you or, you know, have ears like we have, they have a way to, read frequency. They have a way to communicate. And I want you to think about that about life because rags to riches is an identity shift. It's not, oh, I get more money and I'm gonna automatically be rich. Nah, bro. You gotta be willing to store it in order to keep it and multiply it. Simple. A lot of y'all got a lot of options, but because you think negatively toward the topic, you're stuck. And that's not me being shady. If you come across this, then you're supposed to be here, and it's just that simple, right? It's not like, oh, I'm saying you're the worst person in the world. No, I've been there, and I'm trying to help you guide. I'm trying to help guide you out. The other day we put up a video. I hope that if you're under the sound of my voice, you have that video in your savings, right? Because I literally taught y'all like, yo, you want to get more comfortable with money? I literally gave y'all the blueprint. Simple. Follow us on TikTok, YT, Monshay.flow, MONSHAY dot flow, FLOW. Once again, MONSHAY dot flow, FLOW. TikTok, y'all can pick us up on YouTube at that name, just remove the dot. So when I talk to people about money and they say, no, I just need to play. And I tell them like, nah, you need a mindset shift. Then you can get to play. I've been in your spirit lately. Is that right? I like that shot. I like that because I'm gonna show up for y'all every time. I don't care who's in the room. I want to teach the students because let me tell you how I went from living in a truck to doing whatever the fuck I want. What's up, Linda? So let's walk because y'all are not BOROKE. You're not that because you get money. It's just how you distributing the money out. And a lot of times we distribute our money out in uncompatible, avenues. So it doesn't return the money to us. And that's why you have to be intentional with where you're pouring your money into because when you give somebody your money, okay, two things that matters. Your intention before you give away the money and who you're giving the exchange through. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Can we talk that talk today? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I got, you know, let's talk that talk, right? Because guess what? A lot of times you'll go exchange money with somebody, and because you may have a positive mindset, you may not even feel like, yo, this is I need more of this. Like, yo, you may not even feel like that. But because of the avenue that you're exchanging the money through, because they think lack, that's the energy that comes back to you. This is why I tell people, y'all, let's talk that talk. Walk with me real quick. Walk with me real quick. Right? This is this is why I say, yo, you gotta everything. It really is that deep. Everything is that deep, bro. Because if I'm exchanging money with somebody who has a lack mentality, that's what's gonna come back to me. What's up, Kitty? That's what's gonna come back to me. But if I'm exchanging money with a high vibrational person, what's gonna happen is we just multiplied. I just multiplied what I just gave out. And that shit gonna come right back to me. So this is why it's important. And I'm whispering now for some reason, because this might be a secret for you. Listen up now. I'm whispering for a reason. This is why I tell people you can't save everybody. You can't save everybody because you might be in good spirits. You may be high vibe, but you may go exchange money. And this is why your habits are important. Because listen, y'all, I went into like, and I feel called to share this. I went into a store around where I am, and an Indian family clearly owns it. It seems like it's a family-owned business. Um, it doesn't have that much like traffic, but it has traffic. But walk with me and let me tell y'all how the spiritual realm works and why when you're tapped into it, watch this. When you're tapped into it, you opening up literally like a windfall of money. And it's not being like icky to the energy, it's manipulating the energy because sometimes you have to, especially when you're around negative people, because your environment will take over. You got to understand that, like, yo, if your money is low, it's because of the environment you're in and the people that you're connected with. It's super simple. Sometimes it's not even you. Sometimes it's just energetically that somebody is thinking in lack mentality and thinking in survival tactics. And then it's like, cool, now you're here. And now you're watching yourself battle, literally fight yourself for the life that you want and the life that's currently being handed to you. Talk that talk, Uni. All right, now walk with me. So I walk in the store. I buy, I get a drink. I go on walks every ride. So I get a drink. Cool. I go in there. As I'm leaving out the store, I see a horseshoe, like literally a horseshoe. But it's in the upright. I need y'all to walk with me. Can I talk that talk with y'all? Let me see. Am I gonna scare y'all in the chat? Because if I'm gonna scare y'all, I just need y'all to go. If just one person in the chat, that's fine with me. Because I really want to take people to the next level. This is what we're here for, right? And I show up every day we supposed to be live. I show up because I can't trust people with y'all. Feel me? Y'all my people. I can't trust people with y'all. Take it there, Key. All right, let's give it up in the chat. Watch this. Watch this. Walk with me. All right, y'all ready? So I'm like, huh, I've never seen that before. So I'm already knowing that not only is it an omen of good luck, I dived a little deeper into what the meaning of why would a store have a horseshoe by the door in the window in the upright? So in a sense, right, I'm in here and I'm exchanging. I like family owned businesses because I think that it's built off of love, it's built off of sweat and tear. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like when people own their own businesses, it's built off of most of the time solid foundations. Most of the people that I come across are really solid people. I no longer am in the energy of attracting really shitty people anymore. That's not my thing, right? But walk with me when I say this because I just did an energy exchange. So let's talk about me. Let's go first person. So I just did an energy exchange. I feel good. I just got off a walk. I'm cool. I don't mind pointing to y'all business. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather come to y'all than the big stores anyway, because I'm gonna get one-on-one, respect. And it's normally like a little older lady in there. She has a beautiful smile, beautiful hair, just beautiful, brown and beautiful. Okay. And, you know, I'm smiling at her. We just had a great exchange, and I'm not upset because I bought what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And I have it and it's gonna come back to me. Okay. So I'm walking out, I got my music going on, and something says, look up. Holy Spirit said, I was like, huh, cool. I get back to my destination and something tells me, let's dive deeper into what that means, seeing that because I never saw it before. So not only was it talking about more abundance coming to me, I had to dive deeper into even what that meant. I was like, hold on. So it's a confirmation for me, but it's having me look at a whole different perspective at the people that owns the store because they know ball. And I just told y'all they really don't, like, when I go there, it really don't be a lot of like traffic. So not only do these people realize that it's an identity shift and you have to manipulate or reinterpret the energy. I was like, y'all know ball. So really they attracted my exchange. Is basically what I'm saying. So although from my perspective, I was okay with giving it, but it was a compatible, right? Because I'm a spiritual person. So seeing that, I'm like, oh, automatically, I know that's a confirmation for something. I need to dive deeper into it. And I was like, hold on. I just fulfilled a manifestation of them because clearly they're trying to get more clients. Clearly they want more foot traffic in the store. Are y'all walking with me? Is this making sense? Is this making sense right now? So a lot of times when you go, watch this. I'm gonna take it even further for you so you can really understand. So a lot of times when you go to dish out cash or dish out or tap your card or slide your card, you got to understand sometimes you are manifested to be there. And I operate when I go to pour into people's businesses, I operate like God sent me. I'm just stewarding my money. Simple. You want more money? I'm telling you how to get it. I'm not saying go blow your money on people that don't invest in you. I'm talking about when you go and invest your money and you have a great energy exchange with what you do with your money, it's going to come back to you tenfold regardless. Simple. And as much as people don't want to make it that simple, it's that simple. Take it from me. I'm 26, y'all. I live a life at 26 that my 26-year-old sister has never lived. That I mean, my 38-year-old sister has never lived. She's literally just getting out of corporate after 2 decades. I have parents that still work 9 to 5s, y'all. I so I think I know ball, no? Do I not know ball? I'm in a location right now. So the divine told me to move out my place in May. Didn't renew the lease. Cool. I didn't get put out. I wasn't behind on the rent and none of that. Rent was always paid up. The divine was like, yeah, this chapter is over. Didn't know where I was going. I'm like, okay, well, here we go again, right? Then I was like, okay, this shit about to get lit. I get a client weeks before it's time for me to move out of my place. And at that point, I low key was the energy was trying to manipulate my mind. Like you need to worry, you need to figure it out and woo woo woo. But I trusted my inner knowing and I realized that as long as I'm in alignment with where I need to be, everything that's meant for me will be for me. It won't miss me. And I need y'all to gain different mindsets around money because however somebody introduced it to you doesn't make it right. Go do your own research. Key word that I should have y'all should have heard when I told y'all about this horseshoe is that I went to go do my own research. I didn't just accept the energy. I was like, wait, don't really know what that means. So I'm going to deny that energy. Just give me a second to go tap in with the divine so I can clarify the energy. The thing that's holding a lot of you guys back is you clarifying what you have and what you're doing with it. I budget very often. Every week, it's something that I do, money in and money out. What am I going to invest in this week? What needs to go out this week? What needs to go into the rotation of the energy? Because when you spend money, do you realize there's other people spending money too? So there's no shortage of money. It can't be. How? When there's billions of people in the world. People don't have to be homeless. One, some people choose to be homeless, and then some people don't have no other choice but to be. But let me be honest with y'all, they can get out of that. I lived in my truck 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. But let me tell you what got me out of that. The identity, what I was telling myself on a daily basis. And the reason why I'm giving it to y'all like this, because guess what? Y'all need the real. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's not that you don't have money, it's that you have poor habits. You have poor avenues to regenerate your money. It's like money laundering, right? The drug dealers, they gotta put it into something that's gonna clean their money. No? It's the same setup for you. It's just in different perspective. The game is the game regardless. The game is the game regardless. Know that. Whether you're doing it good or whether you're doing it bad. Like the game is the game regardless. It's a money game. That's it. Have fun with it. Stop being so hell bent on holding on to every dollar, because when I was living in my truck, I was homeless living in my truck. But let me tell y'all something. If I felt guided to buy somebody some food, I did it. No issue. Not worried about it. Right? If I was aligned at that point, clearly I have more than the person that's on the receiving end. See, a lot of time divine be setting y'all up to see, not even set up in a way where it's like, oh, have bad energy around it. The divine be setting y'all up to see if you're going to trust that they're going to guide you. Okay. And I don't know what your background is, right? Whether you say God, universe, ancestors, it's not one thing that all of these categories have is there's no denial of a higher energy. Simple. So it doesn't matter how you connect with yours. All that matters is that you connect. I want y'all to start paying attention to your patterns. If you feel like you're struggling with seeing money and having money, I want you to start paying attention to your patterns. What do you do every day without even thinking about it? Thank you for your daily heartbeat. What do you do every day without thinking about it? Because see, it's not that life is happening to you, it's truly happening for you, but you have to wake up and realize that it is. Do you go to the corner store every weekend? Do you go to the corner store every day? Because think about it. If I'm going to this corner store and these people don't like my black ass, how am I going to receive the money back if they just trying to take from me? Does it make sense? I'm not saying that you can't go to a corner store. Just make sure you find a corner store that appreciates and it has gratitude, right, for having, consistent customers. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I walk into a store, if I go into a store that I'm trying to spend my money into and they don't speak to me, when I walk through that door, if you're not excited to greet me for my money, you're not getting it. Simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. If I give money to somebody and they not happy to receive it from me, you won't get it no more. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, what we're talking about today, right? We're getting close to the end. This is good. If this is good, drop some fires in the chat. Let me know something. If this is good, if this is hitting you, if this is giving you a different perspective, if you're ready to receive money right now and move different with it, drop some fires in the chat. I see the hearts. Drop some fires in the chat for me. Let's go. Because remember, the subconscious tells us what we really believe. So if we know that the subconscious tells us what we really believe, we know we got to work in that subconscious like, yo, CEO cooking. Come on now. Y'all got to teach me how to use those little, I created those a very long time ago, but I don't know how to create new ones. Y'all got to walk me through that. All right. So I want you to find room today within yourself to be okay with letting money go. But I also want you to, also want you to work and be intentional with some things around you. Maybe we don't need to start with money. Maybe we need to start with some extra things that we've been holding on to for years because it's just so near and dear to us. But somebody who was not a compatibility with you, they gave it to you. So now you have a blockage not only on yourself, but also your money because you're in possession of some energy that is not fulfilling to whom you are supposed to be. Mm, that's good, chat. Give it up in the chat. Okay. So it's that deep. The shots fired in the chat. Whenever I have to get rid of somebody, I always think about what did they give me? Because now I have to get rid of it. And it's not to say like, oh, I hate the person who gave it to me. It's just like, yo, your energy, we're no longer compatible. So I'm not supposed to be in possession of something that I'm no longer compatible with. Simple. If I'm not supposed to be in possession of it, yo, listen, you will suffer hard when you're in the possession of something that God didn't send. If you're in the possession of something that your divine spiritual team, ancestors did not send, you will suffer every single time. How do I know this? Because I know. I know. I know. So if you find yourself holding on to things so tightly that you're suffocating not only yourself but that thing, or suffocating yourself with the thing, I want you to practice letting it go. I want you to think about something that you know that you need to let go. And I want you to go let it go today. And then what I want you to do as you're letting it go, I want you to go right to yourself and I want you to talk to your guides and write in detail what you want in replace of it. It made me feel horrible for explaining why I even needed help in the first place. What you mean, Uni? What you mean? What's up, YT? Talk to me. What okay. I like see Uni about to have us in here for hours. Oh, hello. I sent it again. I don't see anything, Uni. I see it made me feel horrible for explaining why I even needed help in the first place. And then I see I sent it again. So just give me what made you feel horrible? What is the what? What is the it? Because I want y'all to drop in the chat, like, tell me what is what is a habit that is. I asked my cousin for help, she agreed and did. Because and that's okay. Don't think as don't think as that as defeat. 9:44 on my time. A week ago, too busy to come to my house. No, I didn't have a car. I want you to look at that. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. When somebody rejects your energy, that is you divinely being guided and protected. Stop asking for shit. No shade. I'm gonna talk to you like I talk to my homies. Like, is that cool, Uni? Because I got a lot of love for y'all. I got a lot of love for y'all. But watch this. We get so upset when people don't want to help us, but we keep telling the divine, I want to be the lender and not the borrower. Hmm? You keep saying you want to be the lender and not the borrower, but you keep asking for shit. Lenders don't ask, they create. Simple. I create money. I don't make money. I create it. Because when I come up on here and we on YT and we on TikTok, This is not me coming for money. I'm coming to create. And whoever is energetically aligned with my creation and get my services, get my services. Simple. I'm not just out here just trying to get any bag. Because eventually when their bag, who's giving you their bag, whoever's giving you their bag, it dries up, so does yours. So I don't focus solely on making money. I don't make money. I create it. Simple. How do I create it? By creating. I created services for years for a lot of people. If people skip over it, I'm not upset. Why, big? Why are you not upset? Because listen, you gotta come. You gotta come with some money you can play with. Simple. And these prices ain't low. Simple. Because this wisdom ain't low. Simple. Simple. I help people shift identities. It's nothing. It's nothing. I help people shift identity. So if I help you shift an identity, paying me, you know what I'm saying, investing into me $1,500 is nothing because you're gonna get that back times 10. Because I'm gonna show you how to work it. Or let's say, well, big, I come to you, I only got 250. Hmm, let's see. What can I do for 250? I can give you 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Let's get it. And most likely, if I like the talk that you're talking, you probably gonna get a little extra. Because how many times I get on live, y'all, I'm only supposed to be live an hour a day. I mean, an hour Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If y'all get me longer, that's okay. Why is that okay? Because guess what? What I do is not solely for money, it's for creation. It's for healing not only myself, but you guys through creation. Simple. All right. It was the rejection while I'm climbing out the valley. And friend, I want you to realize you're not climbing out the valley because, watch this, your words matter. At this time, your words matter. So at this time, uni, your job is to watch your thoughts, watch your words, and watch your actions. Let me tell y'all the best place to be when a tornado hits. And I know this is gonna sound wild, but I researched it, right? I used to watch the Weather Channel, nature, all that. Like I'm that type of student. Like I'm that type of geeky. Like I love to watch what goes on with Mother Earth. Like yes, take me through the documentary of why the Earth is this and all of that, right? The best place to be when a tornado hits is right in the middle of the tornado. Hmm? Not on the outskirts of it. Because see, on the outskirts of it, you have to be brought in. But when you're right in the middle of the storm, not really nothing can get to you. Man, bruh, what you saying, big? Watch this. So because you in the middle of your valley, of your storm, right? Nothing else can get to you because you're in the middle of the storm. Because you're in the middle of the storm, now you can now see everything you're supposed to see. Because guess what? When you weren't in the storm, you was just hanging out with people. Come on, y'all talk that talk with me, man. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I'm not about to bullshit. Let's talk that talk. Because you're no longer in your sunny days, you feel like, right? Because you're in the midst of the fucking storm now you get to see how everybody go act. Now you get to see every mask fall. Now you get to see everybody that's not going to support you. You're in the middle of the fucking storm now. That's the best place to be. That's the best place to be. You are in a rebirth, literally. This is some real talk, y'all. Like, huh? So much things that you were blinded by when you had everything that you wanted or you thought you wanted. And this is why I tell people when you feel like you fell off, it's not really a fall off season. It's a rest and rejuvenation. Because see, even Mother Nature loses things. Summer is so beautiful, no? The sky, right? When the sun sets, when the sun rises, the warmth from the sun, how bright and green the trees look. But then we walk into fall. See, a lot of people don't like fall because a lot of people like to hold on to the illusion of things. But let me talk that talk, right? People like to hold on to the illusion of things, but the realness to life is that you gain and then you release to receive better. Simple. Fall teaches us that. I love that I was born in the fall. I love that shit. I love it. Because now I get to see the trees change colors. Now they're growing, they're developing. Somebody's comments got filtered. Redo it for me, right? Now I get to watch her take the same bright green leaves, transform them into different colors, right? When you dye your hair, come on, y'all. Talk that talk in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. If this is shifting you, drop some fucking fires in the chat because this is what we do over here. It's simple. We talk about rags to riches. I'm gonna tell y'all how to go from rags to riches in a matter of fucking days, months, fuck years. Excuse my language, y'all. TikTok, GTA, 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 F1, 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 F1. But for real, Mother Earth literally shows us how we're supposed to operate. But we're so focused on what the TV tells us, what people on TikTok telling us, oh, you gotta work in the TikTok shop to get bread off of TikTok. Y'all, I've been making money off of TikTok outside of TikTok for years. They can hear me, I don't care about it. Is what it is. Simple. This longevity money. We ain't talking about quick fast. I don't got time to be getting up here battling every freaking day. You know what I'm saying? From 8 a.m. to fucking 12 a.m. I'm not knocking people who do it, but let me tell you how it's the easiest way. We're not coming at TikTok, Key. Learn to be a student and come sit down before you speak on something you don't even know what's going on. I wouldn't be on TikTok if I didn't support TikTok. What I'm saying is TikTok shop ain't the only way to get bread. You can get on here and give your gifts and people will still, you can make money off of TikTok. That's what I'm saying, Key. Mr. Grizzly, come in here and act like you know what's going on, King. Don't come in here talking shit that you don't know about. Cause you the same type of people that come in people chat. Niggas, you making money? Huh? You come in here speaking on something you don't even know. Sit down and listen before you give your opinion on something. Simple. So when we talk about rags to riches, we're talking about a whole identity shift, a whole 180. We talk about in our areas, do our habits have to make sense? But you still sitting here, baby. So who really look like the fool, me or you? You still sitting here. You speaking about what's bothering, but clearly it's bothering you, right? Why you still here? Why you giving me your energy, King? Why you still here? Because you like something right here. So go on, sit down and listen and learn from the teacher. Just that simple. That simple, baby. That simple. All right, chat. So check this. Even let's use Key because Key wanted the platform today. I'm cool. I'm willing to give it to you today, Key Grizzly. I'm cool to give you the platform. All right, watch this. Even with Key coming in here, right? It's an energy exchange. If I allow him to disrespect and uproot the energy, that's me exchanging energy. But if I stand on business, I'm gonna let you know this is not, you're not welcome here to be doing all of that. You can sit down and stay, but you're not welcome to come in here and do all of that. Simple. If we ain't compatible, why you here? Huh? Drop some fires in the chat. So remember what I said. If something is truly yours, you don't have to suffocate it. You don't gotta do too much. It's already yours. It's operating like that. Feel me? I love TikTok. I'm gonna be honest. I love TikTok. But if I could give some creators that really want to build a great foundation, come on, come on now. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to build a great foundation, I would recommend starting on TikTok. I mean, starting on YT. I would recommend starting on YouTube because what YouTube does, yeah, you disrespecting me coming in here talking about something you ain't know nothing about. Feel me? Instead of speaking first. Your mother ain't never taught you when you come in the room, you speak. Your mother ain't never raised you. When you come in the room, you speak to people that's already been in the room before you was in the room. That's what we talking about. So you did disrespect me. You didn't even ask me how my day was. But you the same one on TikTok, and I am. You come in on one part and you got an opinion on something. That is disrespect. You didn't speak. You didn't say, "Hey, chat, how y'all doing today? How y'all feeling? Happy Wednesday." If that's how you speak to people, I'm glad I'm not in connection with you. Simple. If you start out when you talk trying to, in a sense, like project on somebody, I'm glad I'm not around you. Simple. I'm glad I'm not around you. That simple. That simple. I got you, Key. Nigga, you gotta, nigga, huh? You smoke all day, don't it? This all you got time to do, right? Let me help you with something, King. Now you just got blocked from my access. And let me tell you this before you leave. Recognize an earth angel when you see one. Stop talking to people crazy because you don't know how people ancestors are set up. Somebody gonna come see you. Cool. That's why I need my eyes. Hold on. Y'all see how my shit changing? I don't even know how that happened. Watch this. I'm gonna get you together, Nate. Hold on. Cool. Let's go and get him out here. Cool. All right. So you gotta do shit like that. You gotta deny access, stand on business, and then deny access, remove it. Sometimes you don't even have to remove it. If my mods was in here, I wouldn't even had to say nothing. But see, we working solo today. My mods ain't in here. You got goosebumps? Is that serious? I don't gotta play with nobody. Somebody gonna come talk to you. Somebody gonna come see you. All right? Somebody gonna come see you. I can bet you that. Somebody gonna come see you. They don't play about me. Somebody gonna come see you. And then you keep going back and forth. When you see me, there's no coincidence. When I show up in your life, you're ready. Simple. And that's what I want you guys to focus on. That's what I want you guys to focus on. It looks like my soundboard's going dead. Oh, I didn't even know. Chat, has my soundboard not been on this whole time? Hmm? So cool. This is why I would recommend starting on YT. All right. This is why I recommend starting on YouTube. It hasn't, but I thought maybe low battery. Nah, that bitch ain't even plugged in. That bitch ain't even plugged in. Can y'all hear me? It does look like it's going dead though. I'll make sure I charge it before Friday. So this is why I personally, as a content creator who's been making content for 7+ years now, I would recommend YT. Reason being is because YouTube is very, if you are okay, so I recommend TikTok if you're like a person that's super energetic. But if you're a person that's a little bit more laid back and you kind of just want that more intimate feel, YouTube is it. I love TikTok a lot. I love TikTok a lot. I had to check key because I'm not disrespecting TikTok. I'm on TikTok, but I'm also live streaming on YT, right? And what YT does is when I go live, it's still going to be there for my people. It's not the same with TikTok. I have to go manually in to go post a live, and they're not even going to give y'all the whole live, but YT will. So if you're a more slow, yearning person, YT is it. Build your community over there. Have TikTok, right? Have TikTok, but TikTok is fast paced, and if you're not a fast paced person, YouTube is where it's at. Now let me tell y'all, back in 2020, I got good habits, Uni. Okay, period. That bed is made. Okay. Back in 2020 when I first started, so we really started TikTok back in like 2018. And not this TikTok account. We had a whole nother TikTok account. And we went viral on it so quickly because I'm a dancer. And what I like to tell a lot of people is TikTok is more so your app where they want laughter, they really don't really push like people with businesses like myself. They don't really push people like that. Reason being is because TikTok is just supposed to be like it's fast paced, especially now that the US owns it. Now that the US owns it, and and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Instagram now you have to have 1,000 followers to go live over there. Is that true? Because my mom was saying you had to have 1,000 followers. Now I'm not on Instagram anymore. I was like, yeah, Instagram is not for me. Every app is not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But you have to figure out what works for you and what your speed is and what your targeted, excuse me, somebody don't want y'all to hear this, and what your targeted audience is. So a lot of people are thinking TikTok because TikTok is the biggest app really right now. TikTok is probably way bigger than fucking Twitter. And y'all know Twitter used to be lit. Like I was not the person that could get into Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the person that could get into it, but a lot of people can get into it, and you have to find what works for you. So I would recommend YT, right? Let's say if you have a TikTok right now, but your TikTok is not moving how you want to. I want you to go create a YouTube right now, create a name, go on Canva, create you a specific like little saying or picture that you can put on your thumbnails, every thumbnail, right? The same thumbnail. So that now what happens is now I'm channeling straight right now, y'all. This is for somebody and y'all better catch these gems, okay? Because this is free game. Wow. Okay. So if you have some videos on TikTok, right? Let's say you have a decent following account. Let's say you have at least from between 500 to about 2,500 followers. Cool. Now, what I want you to do is go create a YouTube. I want you to go create something that's separate from your TikTok. Now, you can it can be brand new. It can be something that you already kind of had in motion. And then what I want you to do is post the same videos that you post on TikTok. I want you to post it in your shorts. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened once I started doing that. My YouTube literally blew up. Literally. I was finding it hard to get people from TikTok to follow me on YT. And then what I just started doing is I started taking the same content that I post on TikTok and making it a short on YT. And we're doing at least every video, we're doing at least 3,500 views. What does that mean, Big? What that means is now I'm putting myself in front of more people. And that's what you want, exposure. TikTok is not, if you don't know what you're doing on TikTok, you're not going to get the exposure. If you're not doing things that's trend like, you're not going to get the exposure. Simple. Like TikTok is a hater. And so are the people on it sometimes. No shade. Right? Not y'all, but some people on here, like it's like a crab in a bucket thing over here on TikTok. And if you don't really know how to work it and you don't really know what to do, you'll get frustrated and you'll quit. But I was telling my mom, I'm like, listen, anybody with a product, anybody who's willing to work that TikTok shop, and anybody who's willing to battle and bring chaos, they're going to blow up on TikTok. It's just that simple. That's why you see people with small accounts, but they have millions of views because it's chaos. And let me tell you, if that is your lane, that's your lane. Like it's just that simple. If it's your lane, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you're looking for a more connection, right? Connective thing, I want you to stop going to support everybody who don't follow you and flow into your following count. So how I started to build up my TikTok more was showing my people love. Simple. That's what I do on TikTok. Like I see new videos and stuff because my sister sends it, but outside of that, I do be on the FYP sometimes, but most of the time I'm in my following because I'm supporting, if I support the people that already follow me, I'm going to get the results that I'm looking for. And I just heard in my mind's ear, like, you're not seeing the success in your TikTok because you keep supporting people who don't even come support your shit. So when everybody's so when everybody's always supporting those big name brands, once people realize that it's what those big brands are doing, they're catering to their people. They're not catering to the outsiders. right? I'm not saying you can't show people love, but what I'm saying is you might as well show the people that followed you some type of love. Simple. Like I have to wait a little bit when y'all follow me on a live because TikTok don't even they will shadow ban you if we follow you guys back. Like if we follow you, if we get over 5 followers in one chat and we come back and follow y'all, what happens is it slows our like page down because they don't really want people to like that's why you see people you see them battling all they doing is screaming talking shit about each other because that's what TikTok pushes because it's now owned by the US. But at first, when people were battling, people wasn't doing all that extra stuff, bro. It's gotten out of hand. It's gotten out of hand. I need to find something. I'm always loving on my people. It's my fave. Period. I love you, Uni. Literally, I love all the support. I love all of the. Um, I see. I see V all the time. Give it up for V. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the biggest creators that you're supporting, if they not really showing you love back, stop showing love and start pouring your love into the people, into your creation and the people who follow you. So I'm hearing also in my mind's ears that a lot of y'all are not posting. So how do you expect to get exposure if you're not posting? Like stop being you're suffocating yourself because you're trying to be so perfect for the web, but it's like you're literally creating your own community. So why are you afraid of what you post? I literally post what every when it comes to y'all, I post everything because I want y'all to know what's going on with me. I don't care about the outsiders that see it. This is for my people only. So I went from doing a bunch of hashtags to just not doing hashtags at all because it's like my people will see my vids because they follow me. I'm going to come up in their feed regardless, right? If I'm posting consistently, my people are going to see my stuff. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. All right. So, one, post. Figure out what platform works for you. And when nobody engages ever, what do you mean, Raymond? Like nobody ever engages on your content? I mean, I could kind of find that hard to believe. Well, I'll be honest with you, you don't follow anybody. You have 151 followers and you've not followed not one person back. You know, you have in order to build a community, you have the people have to know that they can trust you. Like, do you follow people back? Do you show people love? You know, that's just a thought, Raymond. Like, I don't follow a bunch of people. I've had to unfollow a lot of stagnant people and a lot of blocked accounts, but I follow people. Like, although I have 6+ K, I follow at least 300 of them. And I know that seems so shitty, but I run a business. So it's not supposed to look like that. I'm a leader, not a follower. I went years with following. I cleared all that. Okay. Well, in order to be the leader, you have to be willing to follow. In order to be the teacher, you first have to be the student. So I like to post when I feel led to because I want real shit in real time. Feel me? Yeah, I feel that. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the content 10/10 on the time. A lot of the content that you guys get sometimes it is drafts because I run a business. Everything that I post is genuine. Everything I post is genuine. Simple. Clock it. No, I'm just being real. Like, everybody wants to be a leader, but nobody wants to be a student. And it's not about following somebody else's, oh, you're teaching, like it's okay to be guided by other people. It's okay to find your tribe, right? So I would be supporting people not to get support from, just me genuinely supporting them. And intention matters. So if you want people to engage with you, you have to operate in the energy of engagement. It's not because I can promise you, if you're not liking the people, they're like, you know, it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? And Exactly why I'm here. If I didn't attract Teeb, it would have took me long to attract you. Period. I love Teeb. Get up for Teeb in chat. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm seeing a lot of messages that approve. Let me be a mod. Okay, hold on. I just seen that. They're filtering. They're filtering my comments, y'all. Right? You got zero discernment. No, not really. I have a lot of discernment. And to have discernment is realizing that you're not being a follower when when you have discernment, brother. Listen, let me talk to you real quick, Raymond. I hear Usher. Key kids in the chat. So check this, Raymond. It's not that I lack discernment. It's that I realize that mercy and grace is so important to the world and that you don't have to be a selfish person all the time. So although I have a decent following and I make decent money on TikTok, right? I know that it's people that's going to come after me that is going to need to learn. And if I like something, I'm not going to sit here and act like just because I have discernment and I'm a mediumship and I can read into the future that I'm not going to support people or support things that I like. I follow people that I like what they do, right? I like what they do. Simple. And you have to give in order to receive. But if you feel like I lack discernment, I totally understand, beloved. If that's the case, no wonder why nobody's engaging with you. You have a shitty ass energy, shitty ass attitude. Like I wouldn't support your ass either. Don't give a fuck who you're reading. Shot. I keep telling y'all, like, don't come for me, bro. This that real deal shit over here. No, your words don't mean nothing to me, especially if it's not compatible. If it's not a compatible avenue, I totally understand. And you can get the. All right. Any more questions? What y'all got? Come on now. I told y'all when I stay, I stay. This is what I do. Come on. I got until 12. No shade. Bring y'all questions. What's up? Ask anything. Ask anything. Okay. Let's talk about it. Because somebody might have the question that you have. And they may be a little timid to ask. Let me tell y'all something. Being a teacher means nothing. What do I do right now? And when it comes to what? When it comes to what exactly? See, you gotta be clear. See, asking me what do I do right now is very unclear to me because I'm not with you every day. Everything. Yeah. So you gotta be specific. Like you have to identify it. Thank y'all so much in the chat for the double taps. I'm working on speaking to my situation, period. Because I could have sworn you told me you got a job, right? You're in rags to riches because now it's time to put the money to work. So now you need to figure out what avenues are compatible with where you're trying to go. Okay. We may not have a car, but we got a job, bro. So what do I need to do? Cool. Okay, I'm feeling guided to share this with you. Uni, get you a piece of paper. Today I want you to look for some cars. Today I want you to look for I want you to go on Facebook Marketplace. If you don't have Facebook, go create one. I want you to look on Facebook Marketplace. I also want you to, they have this thing called Offer Up too. I've bought cars off of both. Now, this is strictly for people who are just looking to get back in the motion of things, right? This is not, oh, big, I'm trying to go cash out one, da da da. But the cool thing about Marketplace is they have some really nice cars on there. Like, I'm currently looking at a Lexus on there, a red Lexus, and it was 2,200. I got my car back yesterday. Oh shit! I thought you were saying that in the chat. So what's the issue here? Huh? Is it just the crib aspect? Because if it's the crib aspect, then you should know what to do. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you have evictions? Do you have evictions? Anybody else? Anybody else got some things they trying to clarify? Let's clarify it in the chat. Let's do it together because look, we got 6 people in the chat, including myself. So that's 7 brains. Somebody can help somebody. Haven't rented yet was in the show. Like I'm asking in general, do you have evictions? In general, like ever, have you been kicked out of a place and haven't paid that back? None. Okay, it's nothing. I want you to start looking at some places. I want you to start putting yourself in the revenue of I'm about to receive my place. I want you to go download this song, Uni. It's new apartment. I can't think of who she is, but I want you to play that song every day that you look for it. I left before I could get evicted, but I owe money. Um, yep, that's exactly who she is. Pin that, please. Pin that in the chat. I want you to look that song up, Uni. I want you to play that song. Y'all know ball in the chat. I like that shot. I like that shot. Oh, I got 2 moderators up in here. Yeah, I love that shot. Come on now. I played that song before I got my crib. Proof in the pudding. Key know what's up. Key is in the chat. Key, I'm gonna come look at your page and see what you got going on, Key. I appreciate the new follows in the chat, y'all. Thank y'all so much. All right. So this is what I want you to do. When you're listening to this song, I want you to play the song, but I don't want you to overdo it. I want you to just allow the frequencies to overtake you. I listen to the song very, very often. And right now I'm traveling the world right now. I'm just traveling in a state that ain't mine. And then I'll be in another state next month. It's just that cool, you know what I'm saying? Just that cool of a manifester. But what I want you to do is I want you to start looking at places because guess what? They have places, Uni, where you can put something down and they give you 5 weeks free, 2 weeks free, these weeks free. But I'm gonna be honest, like one thing I have learned is that it's important when you move into a place in the mid of a month, you only pay half of the rent. I'm telling y'all, ask me anything. I research everything. I'm deep in my bag with everything. You hear me? Everything. Which is cool. And although you may have to pay rent again at the first of that month, it gives you some time to kind of work with your money a little bit. So what I would do is I start stacking my bread. I know you got kids, but you can still stack cheese. Listen, just because you got kids do not mean nothing. If you have good routines and good habits, it's nothing. You feel me? Walk with me. So now look at some places where it may be even if you gotta listen, even if you I don't know where you I can't you're in Boston, yeah. So I don't know how Boston does it, but even if you have to get a based off income to build you and your babies back up, bro, it's nothing. YT, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Rag to Riches. And I'm your host, BIG. Catch y'all Friday. Deuces.